Court is calling 2024 CR 2930 and 2024 CR 2928A. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett.
Defense?
Melissa Christian.
And are you Mr. Yanez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery in each cause number. Mr. Yanez, did you review the documents entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Each case is yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Yanez, in each cause number, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
And the cause number ending in 2928, you're charged with the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. And the cause number ending in 2930, you're charged with aggravated robbery. That's a first-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And each of the cause number, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering these plea bargain agreements, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do believe that.
Mr. Yanez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
In each case, punishment is to be assessed at 16 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There are no applications. The causes will run concurrently with each other and also concurrently with 723230. The state will take in consideration 2024 CR 2930. And in the cause number ending in 2928A, you agree and confess, judicially confess that you committed these acts with Curtis Wilson. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea.
That is.
State is at the plea. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
Motions have been filed but not ruled upon or heard, Judge.
Then in the cause number ending in 2930, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And the cause number ending in 2928A, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence to support the defendant's pleas.
Each case is state exhibit number 1 with all these attachments.
Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And defense, do you have any objections to those exhibits?
I have no objections.
All right. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty in each cause number. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we've thoroughly gone over the paperwork, and Mr. Yanez clearly understands his position in all of these cases, and we would just ask that the court follow the plea bargain.
All right. Then in the cause number ending in 29288, the court will find you guilty, sentence you to 16 years in the prison. This is run concurrent with 2024 CR 2930, County Court Cause number 723230. Taking in consideration 2024 CR 2927A. And in that cause number, the court is finding, based upon your plea bargain agreement, that you acted in concert with Curtis Wilson, and there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. The court will give you credit for any time served. Anything else with regards to sentencing under that cause number?
No, ma'am.
And cause number ending in 2930, the court will find you guilty, sentence you to 16 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 2928A, 723230, take in consideration 2024 CR 2927A, and give you credit for any time served. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing in that cause number?
No, ma'am.
Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? I've already given it to her.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. How old are you?
20.
All right, you're 20. I know that's a lot of time. Any time that people do in custody, even if it's a day, it's a lot of time. But you still have a chance to improve your life. When you go to the prison, I understand that sometimes people will join organizations for their safety, but do not go to prison and become institutionalized. You have a chance, if you don't have your high school diploma, you have a chance to get your GED. You have a chance to get a college degree. You have a chance to get a trade, so when you come back out, you can change your life. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you're released, if being in San Antonio is not helpful for you because of the people you surround yourself with, then leave. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we file for that.
Shootings in 2 days, followed by a chase and standoff later that week.
We're looking more closely at a tangled sequence of events surrounding a 19-year-old arrested this weekend. That's Joe Isaac Yanez.
That's right. As a matter of fact, Garrett Berger has been working on a timeline of events starting with the murder of Khadijah Derry outside of a Bexar County Sheriff's deputy's house in Converse last week.
We reached out to Converse Police Investigations Lieutenant Jeff Shook. He confirmed that they're getting help from the Department of Public Safety, but he said his department would not be commenting on Derry's murder case, nor could he confirm or deny whether Yanez is a suspect in her murder. However, police and court documents show that the 19-year-old is tied to a sprawling web of crime.
It started on December 6th with the murder of 22-year-old Khadijah Derry in Converse. Earlier in the day, one of her relatives had been threatened with a reference to a switch, a device that can turn a semi-auto pistol into a fully auto one. That night, as Derry sat in a car outside her home in Converse, a car stopped down the street. Two people got out and shot 18 to 20 times at her car. 9mm and .556 casings were found at the scene. The next day, one of Derry's relatives in law enforcement provided an Instagram video of what sounded like a shooting off camera, and someone stating something similar to "hold my switch." He also told investigators that 19-year-old Joe Yanez and a teen who does not appear to have been arrested yet could be involved. Investigators later decided the person in the Instagram video appeared to be Yanez. Linked to that Instagram account was a Cash App account. Its profile picture, cash, and a rifle that would use .556 rounds, one of the ammo types found at the murder scene. An IP address and phone number helped lead them to a Southside apartment complex where they'd later find out Yanez lived. But while Converse and DPS were investigating Derry's murder, San Antonio police say Yanez was one of at least 6 suspects involved in another shooting at a gas station on North New Braunfels. Less than a day after Derry's murder, police say a group of people unloaded about 28 rounds and a 19-year-old sitting in the car with his 6-month-old daughter. The infant wasn't hit, but her father was struck in the arm. Police say he was able to ID Yanez. The next day, December 8th, investigators from the Converse case set up surveillance at his apartment complex and spotted a Ford Fusion that could be the one from Derry's murder. and linked back to the other teen person of interest. That night, investigators and a SWAT team searched the apartment. The only person there at the time was a 16-year-old with a murder warrant, which San Antonio police confirmed a case at was for the shooting of a 61-year-old man in August. In Giannis's room, they found 2 stolen guns, a .22 caliber revolver and a 9mm handgun with a switch that could make it full auto. By late December 9th, Giannis had 4 active warrants out for him tied to the shooting and the stolen guns. On December 10th, this past Sunday, DPS tried to perform a traffic stop near Roland and Rigsby, but the driver took off. After they crashed, 2 people were detained at the scene and 2 more holed themselves up at a home on B Street, leading to a standoff. 3 teens ended up being arrested, including Giannis. One of the others, 19-year-old Curtis Wilson, was also charged in the gas station shooting, with San Antonio police noting that the Ford Expedition from the chase matched the one seen in footage from the shooting.
Giannis faces charges for aggravated assault, deadly conduct, possession of stolen firearms, and evading arrest. He's currently still locked up in the Bexar County Jail, held on bonds totaling more than $200,000. In the newsroom, I'm Garrett Berger, KSAT.